What's up, guys? This is MotardSteve. Just trying to see if my camera's actually recording. And it's actually pretty nice out today, so I figured, let's go for a ride. I fucking slept through the fucking good weather yesterday. It pissed me the fuck off. It really did. It pissed me straight the fuck off. It was like 70 degrees, no rain. Now it's kind of like 55. A little bit of drizzle. But it's the nicest it's been in a while, so I figured, let's go out on the bike and do a vlog. So today, you can probably tell from the title, today we're going to be kind of talking about crowdfunding and stuff like that. And, you know, if you guys have been paying attention to moto vlogging recently, you notice that a lot of moto vloggers are getting involved in, you know, crowdfunding and stuff like that. Things like Patreon. I think Jake just started a Patreon account and all that. Who else? Big thing is, obviously you can tell from the title, is DoitwithDan. He kind of started, I guess, a somewhat controversial GoFundMe, which in my opinion shouldn't really be controversial to begin with. But for some people it is for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't know why they think it's so controversial. I mean, obviously, the guy had his reasons, and he explained it pretty clearly. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and delve into this. For those of you that may not know what crowdfunding is, I guess you kind of need to know that first to even really understand what's going on with this. And what's up with this? It's like a dog running across the street and shit. But anyway, make sure that dog doesn't run out in front of me. Don't want to hurt somebody's puppy. Or cat, or whatever the hell that was. Anyway, we're just going to cruise. I'm not going to do anything crazy. But anyway, so crowdfunding, what it is basically, is you give donations to someone to fund something. And usually you get like a small incentive. Like, say it's a band, you know, for, say you donate $10, you may get like, that may like be your pre-order for the album, even though the album really isn't out yet. Like, your money's going towards funding the recording of the album. And, you know, let's say you spend $15, not only do you get the album, but let's say you get a limited edition, like, vinyl printing of the album. This is a nice fucking curve. I've never went down this road. But, you know, you get small little incentives and stuff like that. Nothing major. And, you know, it's the same thing with, like, video game developing. You know, you've got early access on Steam where you can buy a game before it's released and help support the development. And you get it at a discounted price versus to where if you waited till it was, you know, fully released. And stuff like that. And, you know, crowdfunding, you know, it's not nothing new. It's something that's been going around for a while. I mean, a couple examples is like Arsonists Get All the Girls. You know, they had a crowdfunding for one of their last records. And also that same band had their van get destroyed in like a snowstorm. And their fans basically funded them enough money to buy a new tour van. So, you know, it's basically stuff like that. So, you know, it's nothing new. It's been around for a while, at least now. So it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. But that's what it is, just in case you didn't know. Anyway, so DoitwithDan, you know, made a post on his Facebook about, you know, he found his old Honda Magna that he sold a long time back. You know, it was like his first bike, it was his favorite bike, and he just loved it. Well, you know, turns out the guy that he sold it to was looking to sell it again. And he was just like, damn, dude, I wish I could get it back. But I don't have $2,000 to drop on a bike right now. So, you know, but then his subscribers and his followers on Facebook, being as awesome as they are, were like, dude, you should totally set up like a GoFundMe for it. You know, maybe you can raise enough money to get your bike back. And, you know, I think initially, you know, he thought, like, come on, guys, are you fucking serious? I mean, no one's gonna fucking fund me for that shit. And, you know, so he probably didn't take it that serious. But then, as it turns out, some people actually started making GoFundMes, you know, without his knowledge, to help him get this bike. And, you know, I think at that point he's seen, okay, well, there's obviously an interest in me getting this bike back. Not just for me, but, you know, the subs want it back so I could possibly put it on the channel. And, you know, I think at that point he was like, well, I have to make one now, because this is the way I look at it. If, say, I was making a GoFundMe for, like, my band, right? Let's just say, theoretically, my band's going to put out, you know, their first album, and we want to GoFundMe for it. So, let's say someone makes one randomly without our knowledge. Like, say we're not ready to make it yet, someone makes one. And then people are like, oh, hey, dude, did you hear the Archetypes got a GoFundMe for their first album? Yeah, dude, you should go check it out. And then, you know, let's say, oh, shit, what? I'm so confused. Oh, there's my stop sign. I'm like, what the fuck? There's a stop sign in the middle there. But let's just say, you know, theoretically, oh, like a boss. Theoretically, someone makes a GoFundMe for my band. And now let's say, you know, sure, people start donating to it because they think that all the money's going to go to me. And then let's say that whoever made that GoFundMe isn't sincere. They're not a sincere person. And let's say, you know, all that money you donate to them doesn't go to my band. It just goes to them, and they pocket it themselves. And all your donations are in vain. That would be really shitty for my band, because my band's reputation would fucking plummet. Because they'd be like, oh, you're a bunch of scam artists. Where's our fucking CDs? You know, where's our incentives for donating? And you would just be like, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. And so I think at that point, you know, Dan was like, okay, well, people are making GoFundMes. No, so to be completely transparent and honest, let me just go make my own that will 100% be my own GoFundMe that people can donate to, and let's just see what happens. And I honestly think that's what he did. And even if that wasn't the reason, you know, it's still not a bad idea that he did it, because here's the thing about crowdfunding, and I don't know why people get so pissy over it. But with crowdfunding, no one is forcing you to donate money. It's not like Dan was like, hey guys, if I don't get my Honda Magna back, you know, I'm done with vlogging, you know, the channel's gonna die, you know, I'm not gonna do any more moto vlogs if I don't get this bike. You know, it wasn't nothing crazy like that. It was just like, hey, you know, I want this bike back. The guy's gonna sell it like ASAP, so I need to get the money like right away, and I just can't get it on my own. So he asked for donations, and he got them. But the thing is, a lot of people were pissy about it, because they were like, oh, Dan, how fucking dare you? There's people less fortunate than you, and here you are, you know, making a big deal about wanting another bike. You know, that's not a necessity. You don't need that. And, you know, my thing is big fucking deal if it's not a necessity. He wants it. Oh, shit, I'm in neutral. Whoops. That's a neutral. But, big deal if it's not a fucking necessity. I mean, you don't have to donate. If you think his cause does not warrant a donation, then by all means, don't donate. Duh. But anyway, I think it was kind of shitty, because a lot of people, like, look at, you know, his CBR he has, and stuff like that, his BMW, and they think, oh, well, you live a luxurious life, you know, you don't need these donations, you probably have tons of money saved up. And that's really not the case. I mean, me personally, yes, I have an 8-string guitar that's worth like $400 and some. I have a fucking 6-string guitar that's worth like $700, $800. I have a fucking 120 watt half stack that's worth like fucking $600 fucking dollars. I have like $300 to $400 in pedals. You know, well, I have a 5-string bass. I have a 4-string bass. You know, I have a ridiculous, I have a $1,200 computer, you know, maybe a $1,300 computer. You know, I've got a ridiculous amount of money into my stuff. But that does not mean I'm like swimming in fucking cash, by no means, because that is not what that means at all. You know, possessions of nice shit does not necessarily mean you have money. You know, that's just not the way it is. And so I thought that was kind of shitty that people, you know, looking in were thinking, oh, Dan, you've got so much fucking money. I mean, this is bullshit. How fucking dare you? I'm unsubbing. Yada, 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 yada. You know? And to me, that's just real shitty. Because, I mean, like it or not, you can watch all his videos. You're not going to learn everything. And this fucking truck better not go out in front of me. Thank you, Mr. Truck. I would have been fucked if you pulled out in front of me. I thought that was really shitty that people felt that way. But, you know, that's the internet for you. People are going to voice their opinions, and, you know, they're going to say whatever the fuck they want because there's no real-world repercussions. I mean, these people are miles away. They're going to say whatever the hell they want. But, you know, so, yeah, I don't disagree with what Dan did. You know, I think the crowdfunding was a good idea. I mean, obviously, you know, he cleared his goal in less than 20 hours, man. So obviously the donators were into it. They wanted the bike back for Dan. I've watched literally like 2 of his videos and that's it. So, you know, I have no bias here. I'm just looking at the facts and stating my opinion. But, you know, like I said, you know, good for him. I'm glad that he raised enough money and he got his bike back. And, you know, whatever. If some people unsubbed to him because of it, then, you know, so be it. I mean, they obviously weren't really worth having around anyway. I mean, in my opinion. And, you know, I mean, it's kind of cool. On another note, it's kind of cool to see how the moto vlogging community can come together like that when someone needs it. And, yeah. So, you know, I just hope, you know, if something fucking crazy ever happens to me and I need to do a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter or something for a couple bucks, you know, I just hope I'm as blessed and as fortunate to have people behind my back. You know, not saying I'm gonna like do that anytime soon, but you know, you never know. Life throws you a curveball. I mean, you never know. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know your comments and thoughts about, you know, the whole situation. Let me know what you think Dan should have did or shouldn't have did. I mean, I'm not really doing this to kind of provoke some kind of drama. I'm more of just trying to engage in intelligent discussion. So, you know, don't get if you're pissed at Dan for the whole situation, you know, don't come on here and bash him, because I'm not going to like pay any attention to your comments, because that's just dumb. That's not the whole point of this video. But anyway, I'm going to go ride around for a little bit more and then take my ass back to the house. Ugh. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!